Hi people, it's Marcy. Welcome back to me fangirling and me being very nervous yet excited for this new series because if you read the title, I'm going to be recapping the first episode of the survival show Kingdom from here until the finale. So if you're new to the channel, and consider subscribing. It's a fun time here, I promise. And without further ado, let's get into the recap. So every episode recap is going to be broken down into 4 categories. Brief summary / overview of Kingdom for those of you that never heard the show before and don't know what it's about. Rankings as of the current episode that I watched. So for this episode, I'm going to talk about the current rankings for the first episode, obviously. Performances, essentially what happened and my opinions, but maybe a concept in there if I can figure out the concept by then. Then the fourth section is moments during Kingdom I feel like you'll find on Twitter.com. Road to Kingdom Legendary War is the sequel to the first season of Road to Kingdom. It's a survival competition show where 6 K-pop boy groups compete for the crown and claim a ruling over the kingdom. Every group will be ranked based on the number of votes and streams they receive throughout the show. I'll leave a link down below to a Twitter thread that explains how to set up who's fans and how to vote and everything. There are 3 main missions / stages and 1 finale for the groups to compete, and every week there's a new concept and a new theme. The group that wins first place not only claims the crown and kingdom, so essentially, they're the kings. Apparently the first place prize is a reality show hosted by Eminem, unfortunately, but I digress. As far as second and third place goes, I don't know what the prizes are for those places, but I'm sure there's something in there. As of today, as I'm filming this, April 2nd, technically April 3rd in Korea because it's Seungkwan's birthday, first place is unknown. Second place, unknown. In third place, we have BTOB with 540,621 votes. In fourth place, we have SF9 with 533,458 votes. And in fifth place, we have ATEEZ with 506,215 votes. In sixth place, they didn't say the group, but they said that the group that got sixth place had 489,971 votes. These are the introductory and performances. On the show, because iKONgs predicted first place, they had the choice to choose who went first. ATEEZ went first with their Wave Overture performance. Now, according to Twitter.com, which you should follow me on there by the way, the concept was that Hongjoong being the captain, basically watching all his fam right in front of his eyes and him trying to reach out and help them out, but he couldn't. Essentially, somebody pulled the trigger and just kind of him out of vengeance for his family and for the ones he loved, aka ATEEZ. He came back from the dead being like, Hakuna Matata, and is back for revenge. The ship in the beginning, I think is similar to the one in Illusion and in the end of the Thanks music video, if I'm not mistaken. Can somebody tell me who was screaming, "Go away"? Go away! Go away! That scared me the first time I heard that. I'm just like, okay, I will go away, but stop screaming, my god. For real, who's screaming it? The circle with Yoongi and Jungho basically looking at each other and singing, but then the rest of ATEEZ circling them like they're about to sacrifice them to the gods. I'm surprised I might get sacrificed at that point, but I digress. This is the timestamp in the video, at least for the full performance on YouTube, which you all go stream by the way. 1:29. In my notes, I just said words. I'll play the clip and you'll see what I mean. Sans flip. I wasn't ready for that, but I loved it. And then him grabbing the torch to Olympus and running up the ATEEZ pyramid, about to declare war with that smirk on his face. That was the most iconic moment of the performance ever, and I honestly love it. 152, another timestamp in the video. For the love of God, Seungkwan's knock it off. I'm married, sis. And then when everybody saw the performance, in the first episode when they saw the overture, essentially everybody, including Stray Kids and the boys, aka the besties, being like, F it up, ATEEZ. ATEEZ, F it up. F it up, bestie. Because Wooyoung and Changbin are besties. I think Changbin was like, yes, bestie. That was awesome. You amazing. You did it. Yes. Next up, we have BTOB. I haven't heard of them. Low-key, throughout the whole show, they were fangirling that their fans in the same room and competing against them. They're just like, oh my god, I have to tweet about this after. I should have wrote the Korean version for this name, but here it is on the screen. The beginning of the performance with the mic stands, low-key give me war flashbacks to One Direction, but I digress. This is just my opinion. Honestly, throughout the whole entire performance, it sounded like they were singing a cappella. I could be wrong, but it genuinely sounded like they were singing a cappella. And I'm here here for it, honestly, because those boys be eating CDs. Because it's the kind of acapella that you hear when you enter the gates of heaven, which I wouldn't know because I'm not going there, but essentially I'm assuming that's what it sounds like. And then to my next point, 129, again, on another iconic moment. Hypothetically, if God had to choose a group of people to sing when somebody enters heaven, it would be BTOB. Even the angels up there are in envy because they sing so good. But overall, it was a heartwarming performance. Everybody was fangirling, losing their mind because it was literal angels, like of people singing like literal angels because those vocal cords. But I digress. Next up, we have SF9 with Good Guy, the Kingdom version. I know at some point in the show they mentioned that one of the members sat out. I don't know why. Enemy will let you know what happened. No one had to sit out because of back injuries and because his schedule interfered with the practice schedule. There was the SF9 crystal that I actually really liked because that was really cool and really pretty. And then when Homeboy flipped it, he released some kind of, not evil spirit, but some kind of spirit or magic to the universe, and not until they get whole entire show. They literally walked into the stage like they were the FBI about to solve a case. And then for some reason at the end of the performance, Seungmin got the crystal. I don't know how. Well, actually, now thinking about it, I'm guessing somebody must have handed it off to him to hold while they were performing, so that actually does make sense. Never mind. If they were the FBI or the CIA, I would not mind being investigated by them. They don't have any evidence to prove anything, but I wouldn't mind being investigated by them. Next up, we have my husband and his kids. Be prepared. If you're wearing headphones, maybe turn them down a little bit because I might start screaming and yelling and raising my voice. Just the background with the forest and the spooky, scary skeleton ghost, fog, and just colors. It really emphasized the term, oh my god, nature, you scary. Gave me no reason not to go outside, essentially. The growl and the hand tattoos. I don't know who did their hand tattoos, but honey, you need a raise because that was fantastic. I don't know how you did that. I don't know how long it took you to do that, but like, applause to you because like that was amazing. Feel like you've been amazing! For context, during the show, they showed the segment of them preparing for the performance, and I think during one of the practices, Felix fell onto Han, but Jisung caught him, and then he fell instead. And I think throughout the whole performance, he was just like, not himself and really worried because he was afraid that was going to happen again. It was so sweet because like everybody were speaking to Felix in English to try and reassure him, being like, hey, you're gonna be fine. It's great. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna do amazing. And no one's gonna get hurt.
긴장해. Don't be nervous. 긴장할 거 없어.
And let me tell you, you did fantastic, baby. I promise you, you were fantabulous. Nobody got hurt. Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. Hyunjin Lee. That's literally it, just Hyunjin being the first episode. That's literally it. Time mark, 0:33. Somebody flip. For some reason, Twitter.com was telling me it was Chan, which I will get to, but it was actually Hyunjin, the 40-second mark. It was a scene where Minho was like stabbing a knife into his arm. It became a GIF and it was trending immediately once people saw that, and I love it, and it's amazing and iconic. The knives! If y'all see the pictures with stick figures of Stray Kids, well, represented Stray Kids with the knives in their mouths, now I know what they mean, because like, oh my god, those were knives! The most iconic moment of it all. Changbin with the flame sparkling thrower! First off, how was that made and exist? It was a flamethrower, makes sense, but there was sparklers coming out of it, and I'm here for it either way. I love it. And then there's literally Woo Young and ATEEZ and the boys be like, go best friend, go best friend, go best friend, go best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. Literally, everyone was losing their minds over that, and I can't blame you. I lost mine. I couldn't scream because it was early in the morning and half my family was still asleep. But to believe, if I had the opportunity to scream, I would have. Because, oh my god! Chan's flip. That's my husband. He's talented. What else do you need me to say? The crown on the floor. Loved it. I just need to let y'all know, it took me 3 days to realize that the crown actually spelled out Stray Kids' initials. that performance. And then match it with ATEEZ. Ooh, what other stories like interlap with each other? That'd be so cool. Stay titties. Tell KQ Entertainment and JYPE class. Like, for real. Can we please have that happen? Next up, we have The Boys. Them performing their song Stealer, the Kingdom version of it. I heard about The Boys a little bit. I don't know that much about them. I know, and my crush is about Stray Kids, which you can all check out, by the way. One member named Eric is like besties with Felix. I'm guessing Han too now because of that one bio clip. But this performance was a lot to take in. For The Boys, I had to put a lot of timestamps on what happened because it was a lot that happened in the best ways possible. 11-second mark. Is it an addiction? 11 seconds! And I felt attacked. 30-second mark. The stare into my soul. I don't know who it was.
I'm not asking you to calm down, sir.
The 40-second mark to the 48-second mark. Jesus on a bicyclette. So much happened in that span of time that I can't even describe it in words what happened, so I might as well play the clip. The 50-second mark. The hands. I'm not saying I might have a thing for hands, but I mean, after this, I just might. The minute mark, the zoom in. I don't know what his name is. It was 10 in the morning. For context, I missed it because daylight savings time screwed me over. So instead of waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch it at 7 o'clock in Korea time, I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning because I thought it was at 9 o'clock for some reason. The 1 minute and 20-second mark. Ballerinas were left jobless. 1 minute and 40-second mark. I don't know who it was, but homeboy was yeeted across the field. I don't know what it is about people throwing their members across the field for performance. What's the point? The flips, I'm all for. Yeeting homeboy across the field though? Like, why? Everybody did lose their minds over it though, including myself, but he was all good though. I might have found another group to check out. So if there's any songs or any videos of The Boys I should check out, let me know down below. And last but not least, we have iKON. And their song that they performed was Rhythm Ta, well, the Kingdom version of Rhythm Ta. The 28-second mark.
There was a glitch in the Matrix.
Said glitch had a deep voice that matched with the whole red light atmosphere and the whole like iKON is back kind of thing, which I love.
iKON is back.
And if y'all didn't know, I actually did a reaction video to iKON 2-3 years ago now? My first one, actually. One of my first ever reaction videos without my face in it. The dance break slowed down with Rhythm Ta. I don't know why I loved that, but I loved that. The minute and 21-second mark. If this time frame is not the Oxford Dictionary definition of duality cut in 4K, I really don't know what it is, Susan. That is literally the definition of duality in K-pop cut in 4K. You can't tell me otherwise. You can try in the comment section down below. I won't believe you, but I appreciate you for trying though. They made a rock version of Rhythm Ta, which I actually really liked, so I'm here for it. I love it. Then just the whole entire room just vibing to Rhythm Ta. I love it. I love the atmosphere of these groups, of this room, of the show. So excited to see what happens from now on. And then the pyramid formation, I think it was a pyramid or a triangle. It was either a pyramid formation or a triangle formation. I'm not sure now thinking about it. Next episode, the concepts for the next performances we're gonna see. Apparently the theme is To the New World. I don't know what that means. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm excited to see it nonetheless. In this section, we're just going to speed run through the little moments that you've seen on Kingdom that I'm sure you've seen on Twitter.com as well. Felix literally speaking and the whole room just ooh-wooed because it's Felix. Hello.
굉장히 긴장하고 네 긴장합니다. 귀여워.
Han slapping Eric's butt and Felix massaging his soldiers. That was the thing that happened. That's viral now, but I mean, you love to see it.
에릭 무대 부시라.
재현이 형 화이팅!
에릭 무대 부시라. 화이팅.
The whole room really watching SF9 enter and just going. Cause they tall. Stray Kids finding all the cameras in the room the moment they walk to the studio. Again, the whole Felix being worried about performance. Hyunjin! Again, what else do I need to say? I'm sorry for butchering his name. E2B Kwang. I'm sorry if I butchered that. He was speaking to Chan in English and that was like the cutest thing.
Hey, Mr. Chan. Hey, Mr. Chan.
말 걸어줘, 말 걸어줘.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you? It's a really big pleasure. It's a pleasure?
아, 빅 플레이저. 너 너무 기쁘대.
Big pleasure. It's a big pleasure. Wow, so amazing. How are you? I'm good. How are you? 보통 I'm fine, thank you, and you 이게 나와요. 저 그거밖에 몰라요. I'm fine, thank you, and you?
SF9 literally bowing to B2B and B2B like kneeling to SF9 and being like,
Ma, it's not that deep.
but thank you nonetheless. Chani being nervous and tiny because he was like rocking back and forth while he was sitting there waiting for the name to be called. Essentially, everybody being Stan Twitter when Icon entered the room. Bobby from Icon said and Tiny. I don't know who it was, but somebody from the boys said Legendary War in perfect English. And then someone else from the same group, the boys, like sent Icon a heart. They were just like, hey, I love you! Ow! My elbow! Essentially, just throughout the whole entire first episode, everybody just supporting one another and cheering each other on. There was blood in Hong Jung's mouth. If you've seen the practice video and also see a replay of it on Twitter.com, there was blood in his mouth indeed. It was fake blood, but it was blood nonetheless. Changbin and Woo Young interaction.
무쟁이야, 아주 무쟁이. 와, 멋있어.
Yesung was like looking to the camera directly and then immediately turned back to ATEEZ to continue the discussion of who they're going to pick next to go next for the performance thing. That was so cute and so random. ATEEZ essentially fanboying over B2B. Again, some from SN9 had to sit out and trying to ask them, yo, what's going on? Why you out? There was the performance of B2B that everybody was just like holding their hearts and just enjoying it because it was just so wholesome and angelic and just ascending into heaven. And then there's someone who just went, it was hilarious. I loved it. Somebody from the boys had mic issues because the mic box thing kept falling out his pants. But he kept going though and killed the performance. So kudos to you, honey. I'm proud. The boys, a Stray Kids interaction, specifically Changbin with a member of the boys. Cue the clip.
창빈아, 다음 생일 크게 태어나자. 일찍 많이 먹고 일찍 자자. 오케이.
Woo Young and Changbin interaction part 2 featuring Seungkwa this time.
긴장되지? 더 풀어 확실하게. 어? 몸 더 풀라고. 좋은 경향이고 재밌고. 걱정을 해줘도 그래. 그렇구나. 알았어. 여기서 선배님이야.
Woo Young's shocked expression before Icon even stepped to the stage and start performing. Priceless. Like, they didn't perform yet. He's just like, I love Woo Young. Somebody from the boys kept falling off during the yeeting process, but they fixed it, so it's all good. Bobby being adorable and just picking his head up after the end performance to see they were done. Just like, this is so cute. I love it. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was the recap for the first episode of Kingdom. A lot happened. Like, I had a lot of fun doing this actually, and I'm excited to do the other episodes. I will tell y'all ahead of time, at the moment, I'm juggling a full-time job, trying to graduate college, and this. You will get a recap for every single episode. It might come out a little bit later, it might come out on time, I don't know, but just in case a recap comes out later than planned, that's literally why. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. If you liked it, please leave a like, because that lets me know if you like the kind of videos that I post on my channel. Comment down below your thoughts about the first episode and any other episodes that you have watched, depending on what time in the future you're watching this. Also subscribe, notifications turned on. Social media, which is Twitter and TikTok. And until next time, I hope this video made sense, but made you feel better in some way, shape, or form. I will see y'all in the recap for the second episode. Bye!